Today I need to share something urgent with you. Someone has paid a significant amount of money to make you digitally disappear, to erase your online presence and influence without you even knowing it's happening. If you ignore this warning, you'll continue to be silently removed from platforms while thinking it's just algorithm changes or bad luck. This isn't meant to scare you but to protect you from an operation already in progress. We've uncovered evidence of targeted digital erasure contracts on forums that most people never see. By watching this video now, you're taking the first step to protect yourself from those who want your voice silenced and your digital presence eliminated. You need to know about these digital erasure operations immediately. This isn't random shadow banning or typical account issues, it's a calculated effort using specialized tools that cost thousands of dollars to deploy. These dark web contracts are most vulnerable to exposure right now before they implement their next phase of removing you from search results and memory algorithms. Your comments are already being hidden, your posts restricted, and your digital footprint is being systematically erased by the hour. The next few minutes will reveal crucial evidence about who's targeting everyday people like you and why your voice threatens their control enough to invest serious money into making you disappear from the digital world. This exposed operation is one of many we're investigating and revealing on this channel. Subscribe now and turn on all notifications to receive future warnings before these erasure techniques can fully deploy against you. Your online presence depends on staying informed about the latest targeting methods. Like this video now is digital proof you've been alerted to these operations, creating a timestamp that helps protect your accounts from further manipulation. You've noticed strange things happening with your online accounts lately, haven't you? Your posts get fewer views even though you have the same number of followers. Your comments mysteriously disappear or get no responses. Your online reach has been shrinking despite your best efforts. These aren't coincidences or your imagination. Your intuition that something wasn't right was absolutely correct. You felt like you were shouting into a void sometimes, haven't you? These digital glitches and coincidences you've experienced are carefully engineered to make you think you're just not interesting enough or that platforms are naturally limiting your reach. You might wonder why anyone would target your accounts specifically. Here's the truth: your recent awakening to certain realities, your questions about official narratives, or simply your growing influence in your circle has placed you on a list. Someone sees your potential reach as a threat to their agenda. They've invested in making sure your voice gets quieter, your digital presence smaller, and your online influence contained. The significant money spent on these operations shows just how important silencing people like you is to those in control. Our investigation has uncovered evidence pointing to a calculated effort to diminish the online presence of anyone asking the wrong questions or connecting with too many people about certain topics. This isn't simple trolling or random account issues. We've uncovered a coordinated erasure campaign using sophisticated tools that manipulate platform algorithms specifically against targeted individuals. These operations use AI-powered content suppression, shadow profile creation, and engagement throttling to make your digital presence virtually disappear without deleting your accounts. Traditional security measures like changing passwords or private accounts don't protect against these methods because they operate at the platform algorithm level. Your social media reach is being systematically reduced through artificial engagement limits and shadow restrictions. This video exposes techniques that these hidden operators don't want revealed because awareness is their biggest weakness. You're not the only one being targeted. Thousands of others are experiencing the same digital erasure without realizing what's happening. Immediately share this warning with at least 3 people whose online presence seems to have diminished recently. Each person who misses this message remains vulnerable to complete digital erasure without ever understanding why their voice seems to reach fewer people every day. Your share could be the crucial information someone needs to protect their digital existence and online influence from those who want certain voices eliminated from the conversation. By watching this video fully, you're already disrupting their erasure protocols. The knowledge itself creates a protection that makes you harder to target. After this video, implement these 3 countermeasures immediately. First, create pattern breaks in your online behavior that confuse tracking algorithms. Second, establish secondary connection points with your most important contacts outside mainstream platforms. Third, deploy specific keyword combinations in your profiles that override shadow restriction protocols. Digital security experts working with us have developed these countermeasures specifically to fight these erasure techniques. This protection information arrives just in time, as these operations typically complete their final phase within days of beginning their targeting. Your targeting isn't random or isolated. It's part of a larger operation to control online narratives by removing authentic voices one by one. The entities behind these erasure campaigns fear the collective power of individual truths shared widely. Your voice matters more than you realize. In the bigger information landscape, this attack actually proves your potential influence. They wouldn't spend resources on making you disappear if your voice wasn't effective or potentially impactful. Certain powerful interests fear people exactly like you, authentic, questioning individuals who connect genuinely with others online rather than pushing pre-approved talking points. Uncovering these digital erasure operations requires specialized tools and continuous monitoring of dark web contracts. Consider sending support through a super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 to help fund our ongoing investigations. Look for the Thanks button appearing now. Your contribution directly enables our team to expose more of these targeting operations and develop new countermeasures against evolving erasure techniques. Every dollar helps protect more people from being digitally disappeared by those who want certain voices eliminated from public discourse. As you process this information, think about those strange account issues you've experienced recently. Remember when your important post barely reached anyone? Or when you noticed your follower count fluctuating without explanation? Think about those times your comments seem to vanish or get buried instantly. Remember feeling confused when friends said they never saw content you definitely shared. This revelation explains all those glitches. They weren't technical errors but calculated efforts to reduce your digital footprint gradually enough that you wouldn't notice the pattern. Your instincts were right all along. You weren't just imagining these strange inconsistencies in how platforms were treating your content. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now to receive our upcoming exposés on the 5 main digital erasure methods being deployed against people like you. Our next video reveals who's funding these operations and why. Tell us what specific protection information you need most by commenting account for personal profile protection, business for professional page security, or family to learn how to protect your loved ones from similar targeting. The most requested topic will be our next emergency broadcast, so your engagement directly determines what critical information gets revealed first. Imagine tonight as you implement these countermeasures, visualizing a secure digital boundary forming around your online presence. As you make the suggested changes to your accounts, see a protective shield activating around your digital identity. Feel a sense of relief spreading as you take back control of your online visibility. Notice how empowering it feels to understand what's been happening and take steps against it. With each adjustment, picture your true reach being restored and your content breaking through the artificial barriers placed around it. This digital protection feels like finally removing a weight that was silently holding you down, allowing your authentic voice to reach its intended audience once again. The protection steps we've shared do more than just counter current erasure attempts. This knowledge makes you permanently harder to target in the future because you'll recognize the warning signs immediately. Your awareness of these methods creates a form of digital immunity that algorithms can't easily overcome. In the coming weeks, you'll likely notice restored visibility and engagement as your content breaks free from artificial restrictions. You'll develop an intuitive sense for when new limiting techniques are being tested on your accounts. Most importantly, you'll belong to a growing community that shares real-time protection information whenever new erasure methods are detected. So as you consider all this information, understand something crucial: this targeting actually confirms your significance. Powerful interests don't spend resources to silence voices that don't matter. The very fact that someone invested in diminishing your digital presence proves your potential impact. By staying aware and implementing these protections, you're directly countering attempts to remove you from important conversations. Your perspective, your voice, and your online presence matter far more than you've been led to believe. This moment marks a turning point where you reclaim your digital agency from those who sought to quietly eliminate it. This warning about digital erasure operations cannot be ignored, especially now when these systems are actively processing your profiles. The protection methods we've shared create immediate disruptions to the targeting algorithms, but only if implemented within the next 24 hours before their next adaptation cycle. Full awareness of these techniques is your strongest defense against becoming another successfully erased voice. Those behind these operations are counting on your disbelief or procrastination, the exact reactions that allow their systems to complete the erasure process unimpeded. People who've implemented these exact countermeasures report significant changes within days. Many see their content suddenly reaching thousands more people than before. They describe the feeling as like a digital blindfold being removed. One person wrote to us, "My posts went from 20 views to over 2,000 overnight. After making these changes, I had no idea I was being artificially limited until I saw the difference." These success stories confirm what we've been documenting. These erasure techniques are real, but they're also beatable when you know exactly what you're facing. The digital security awareness you've gained today extends far beyond just this current threat. This knowledge creates a permanent advantage as you navigate an increasingly manipulated online environment. You'll develop an intuitive sense for recognizing new forms of digital suppression before they fully deploy. You'll spot platform changes designed to limit authentic voices while favoring controlled narratives. Most importantly, you'll never again mistake intentional erasure for random algorithm changes or bad luck. This protection mindset becomes a filter through which you'll view all your future digital interactions with newfound clarity. You're now part of a growing community of protection-aware individuals who refuse to be silently erased from the digital landscape. Thousands have supported our ongoing investigations with contributions of $5, $10, $50, or more. Your support joins theirs in funding the specialized monitoring tools needed to identify new erasure techniques before they widely deploy. Every contribution directly helps expose those financing these operations and develops new countermeasures against increasingly sophisticated targeting. Together, we're building a network of protected voices that these systems cannot easily eliminate. Those who paid to make you disappear are counting on you dismissing this warning as paranoia or exaggeration. That dismissive reaction is precisely how their operations succeed day after day. Don't remain vulnerable to their continuing efforts to reduce your digital existence until you're effectively invisible. Subscribe now, share this critical information, and consider supporting this ongoing investigation. Remember, your awareness itself is the first and strongest defense against those who benefit from your digital disappearance. Stay vigilant, stay protected, and stay visible.